Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Mind control bingo happening. And as we do this, I see that this particular angle here at the bottom of Jeff, so we're going to make Jeff bigger. Nobody get excited. Mind control bingo happening. If you guys don't know what mind control bingo is, I actually just uploaded a very 4-minute video on my YouTube. But Jeff, thanks for coming through, man. How are you today, my friend? Hopefully well.
Oh, I'm great. I won my match. It couldn't be better.
Okay.
Here to see
Cool.
another 13-11, hopefully.
Okay, yeah, 2-13-11. What did you think of the format so far? Good, bad, indifferent? I know it's literally only like the first game, if you will, right? So
It's fun. It's different. I think it's actually interesting that we see a higher level of play somehow, because only one person has to actually play. They don't have to think about the board at all. And so you have two people concentrating on two different sides. So I think it's also partially why we get closer games, because it's actually fairly high level.
okay, yeah, no, that's awesome to hear. Chewy, 3 months. Stop with the tier 2 life savings. No, I'm glad to hear that. It was you, right, Jeff, who was talking earlier about wanting to possibly swap throughout the tournament, right? It was you. I think that's a great idea. That's something that I think is a really good idea, as opposed to just forcing one player kind of thing. As long as obviously you would never be able to do it mid-game, but as long as it's the teams are aware, hey, this is who's playing, this is who's not. I think that's a great idea to start. Chewy, thanks again, by the way, for tier 2, 3 months. You're fucking nuts. Darls, welcome. Hi, Vive, how are you? So yeah, no, cool. That's really awesome. Next one, we're going to have DLC, by the way, Jeff, if you didn't know. I don't know when it'll be, but
Oh, yeah.
you made me laugh this morning. You're like, who the fuck plays base game in 2026?
I've only played DLC for the past 3 months. It's been a struggle, learning all the smithing stones and everything. It was a pain. But hey, so fun.
Good, yeah. I'm going to jump over to the main broadcast here, and I'm just going to go with each gameplay here. I'll interact with them, I'll refresh them, and I'll make sure that they're good to go. Thank you guys for streaming. I know you don't have a board on your stream, right? Obviously. If there are things that you guys want to know going forward, just ask in chat. Myself, Jeff, or chat will answer them. I did create a video. I'm not expecting everybody to watch a 4-minute video. If you've got some questions, just ask us in chat. The basic rule, though, is it's basic bingo. It's just the player can't ask about the board, and they can't see the board. Right, Jeff? That's pretty much it, yeah?
Yes, we have the brain and the brawn.
The brain and the brawn. I was actually thinking of naming this other than mind control, brain and the brawn, or head in the hat or something. I was trying to come up with something, and I didn't know what you wanted, what everybody wanted to do. As we lose Jeff there for a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask in the bingo board chat, if you hear a noise, if everyone's ready. When ready from you guys, no rush. I'm going to lock you guys lost Jeff, of course. I'm going to lock their channels as well. So no one comes in. I don't think we really need a ref. If anybody wants to ref, you just got to let me know and I'll let you in the channel. But I don't think we really need one with me casting. This was kind of a last minute thing anyway. And again, thanks Jeff for coming through with this.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. Okay, everybody is ready. All right. Hey, Lion, how are you? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Darls, again, if I miss everybody, I was trying to get this set up. I am casting it on my YouTube channel, but that's only to have I don't know, fucking highlights of it or whatever, a record of it kind of thing. So real quick before I hit start, Cliff Jumpers is Josh and Strump. The Chima one is Mixed and Chima. Mixed is playing, Josh is playing. That's what we'll see. We're going to see base game. And Jeff, center square, what do you think?
Dung Eater. We need some Dung Eater. We need to see some suffering.
Okay. I don't know what center square can be, but I'll go with... Is 5 Altus bosses on this? I can't remember. I'll go 5 Altus bosses.
It is.
Rem.
Rem.
Okay. So they'll have 3 minutes of game time or of prep time. It's the same thing as base bingo. And what I'll be doing is like the ref could help here with like what they say. So we're obviously playing like an honor system as what they talk about in there, but this is supposed to be super fun, super chill. Like I think everybody's fine. So I'm just going to run down the board real quick and then we'll throw it over to Jeff to see like what he would do or what his expert analysis is. When I'm on a base game score, I like to look at Altus, but we'll look here. We got 4 unique seals. That'd be like a Gelmir kind of thing or an Altus if you need, or not a Gelmir, but like a Volcano Manor. 3 paintings, good early square to get some map. Margit with 6 parries is nice if you get to Liurnia and get a small shield. There is a medium shield check in Liurnia. Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield, pretty late game square, Jeff. And Vike the Invader in Altus. We got Onyx Lord possibly behind Loretta. Rune Bear, another easy, or not an easy, but a quick square. Exikes and Kalid. Tree Scent Duo, another Altus square, and Sacred Blast +5 for Weeping. 4 NPCs, a pretty early square. Liurnia Incant only, which we look for like Heal for Revenant, Fire for the Avatar. Rem, that'll be interesting. That'll tie well with like your Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield. Godric's Great Rune, and then the Sleeping Golem pretty quick. 2 Black Knife Assassins usually done in Liurnia and Limgrave. Rykard, which you guys saw in your game, right, Jeff? I believe you had Rykard?
Yes.
Yep.
We went Rykard, yes.
Falling Star Beast, that's a really good rush square off the bat, or you could do it with Altus and then 3 Crucible Knights, of course. Add starting guys, or I think they're actually starting right now, which is a perfect time for it. DTS is really good on the board if you want the capital, some Liurnia, Dragonkin, and whatnot. And some good like squares on here that bleed into each other, Jeff. What do you take of this board as we see fucking D-Halb in a starting class?
Yeah, not only D-Halb, I want to point out there was also Half and Steeple and Sword of Milos. So I don't think we were strapped for weapons there.
Okay.
And also, both players with
it.
Dragon Halberd have Rivers of Peak, and I'm expecting, if none of them go for it, I think we need to talk with them.
Yeah, so what do you think here?
Honestly, paintings is the obvious rush here. It's just a lot of map progress in different directions that you need anyway. It gets you to Falling Star Beast as well. Margit is obviously also very doable, although neither person has a weapon that is very usable at the beginning, so I think that will be done later. And Weeping is actually not bad here either. There's Rune Bear, there's Sacred Blast +5, there's Sleeping Golem. It's not bad to go down there early, although it wouldn't be the first thing.
Yeah, I like your paintings. I like your paintings. So a lot of times, 10 seconds, guys, until they start opening the door, and here we go. If anybody wants to like ref or whatever, I'll just let you in the channel, but we don't need it if you guys just want to chill and watch here. I like paintings. I don't like where paintings is on this board, but it's really good for like Liurnia, like Jeff said, getting Falling Star Beast. It sets you up with pseudo like Dectus, right? Because it can get you into Celia, you know what I mean?
Yes.
There is a Sacred Flask that's up there in the church, is Church of the Plague, right? I always call it Millicent Church.
Yes.
I like paintings here as well, and I think we're on the same sheet of music here. Lines that I initially see, I wouldn't want to get caught in that row 2 if your opponent finds a Liurnia, like an incant early that's really good and you didn't check. And another thing that I wanted to mention is Rykard on this board really goes with, like, it technically goes with Crucible Knights. It goes with Seals in a way. It could help you with Rem. It gets you closer to Ritual Sword, Ritual Shield because you need a Shard Bearer, right? Rykard is like one of those squares where not a lot of people want to go into it, but I don't see anything here that Noble gives you. So I don't expect them to go early into Manor, Jeff.
No, and there is Rem, but there is also Godric's Great Rune and Radan's Great Rune. So I think we'll see Rem marked before we even get to Rykard.
I think you're right. Mew, you make a good point, by the way. Like Radan's Great Rune, Godric's Great Rune, Margit 6 parries, Rem Spicy. Column 4, we got Capital, Tree Scent Duo, and Altus, Godric's Great Rune, a Falling Star Beast. This will be very interesting to see, Jeff, as we see both players look like they're eyeing up Aguil Lake South.
Yep.
Aguil Lake North, excuse me.
Which is interesting. I would think if they're going paintings, Gatefront is still better, because you need to go in both directions.
Okay.
For the Artist Shack painting and into Liurnia for that painting.
Okay.
I'm wondering if one of them isn't going for it, although it actually seems now that they're heading for Gatefront.
Oh, yeah, I guess they are kind of taking... Yeah, normally you're right. They definitely are, because they're going to grab Kukris. Yep, you're right. They took a little left to go in there. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what happened in your game as we got some time as these players are running to Gatefront to get Torrent from Melina. In your game, you got a lot of early squares, like rushish squares, and I know you didn't know what your opponent was doing, but they were setting up like deep into Liurnia. Like we're talking Bellum Church Grace, getting Balloon Route and all that stuff, which is not a bad thing. And I'm curious how the players do this, because there is, like, as far as like rush, and I use air quotes on my on stream, like paintings could be considered rush, Margits could be parries, Rune Bear, Sacred Flask-ish, NPCs. I'm being a little loose with this, right? Like there's some like squares you can go for a little early, but I'm curious if they just want to kind of do a little setup first. As we see Mixed a few seconds ahead of Josh here.
Yeah. I think in base game as well, though, you want to justify your map progress with a square. Whereas in DLC, I think you can sometimes just go for map progress and set that up. Here, most of the time, I feel like you want to justify it because the distances are just longer.
Sure.
Like all the way from Limgrave to Altus takes a while. Getting Dectus takes a while.
Yeah.
So most of the time, if you just do map progress, that usually allows your opponent to have too big of a lead.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, we see the players grab the Golden Seed and Stormhill Shack. Just a note, myself and or Jeff will probably say this throughout the match today. The players, it might look normal to you all, but the players are only grabbing those things because the mind tells them to do it. We'll use Strump and Josh, for example. If Strump said to Josh, go collect the 3 paintings, as Josh is a little stuck here, go grab the 3 paintings in Limgrave, Caelid, and Liurnia. And that's all Strump told him. That's all he can do. Like, I'm talking no graces at all. Like, he wouldn't be able to grab, like, the Artist Shack Grace or anything of that nature. Which I believe that Dragonkin Soldier's on the board. So, like, paintings like that Artist Shack is not terrible. You could go up there to Nokron and take the elevator down. I mean, it's kind of lengthy, but... So the players are being told what to do.
Yes. And actually that's a good example because there's not much reason to go into Academy on this board. Like the only reason you would actually go into Academy is honestly for Riker.
Agreed. Yep, I agree.
Although I would say both players did stuff with Dragon Halberd, so
yeah.
You could just do Abductor Virgins.
Yeah. Pieway, how are you? Welcome. First timer, welcome. Yes, they are on the right above me. I also have different scenes. I'll make them larger if we get into fights and whatnot. Another thing, Jeff, you made a good point with the Not Academy, which I was about to like be devil's advocate with you and say, well, there is, because of like 6 Liurnia bosses. And then I went, no one's doing fucking Renala on this board, right? Why? Like there's other remembrances to do. And Remrem with that weapon with that boss is shit. So you could justify Red Wolf for an easy 14k Liurnia boss. It'd be really nice if they found Heal Jeff or like a Fire Incant to do Revenant or the Erdtree Avatar. That's a Liurnia boss. Like there's some good synergy on this board, man.
Yes.
And we don't see Go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to say, I think the reason that Mixed is ahead right now is simply because they didn't grab Thop's Grace. So that also will mean, though, that they're probably missing that Sacred Tier.
Sure. Yep. That's a good notion here. Yep. Mixed and Chima are doing like an odd rush, and let me explain the odd rush. When you rush a square, like a very first square in the beginning, I'm not saying you skip everything in the world, but stopping to do like a halberd check, a skidoo fragment, a rune pickup, a talisman, whatever, can actually make you lose the square. So it's interesting that he went and grabbed all these other things, but there might be a reason, right, Jeff? Like, I don't know if you've ever done it, but I've like gone for a square and like not fully rushed it and was like, Does my opponent rush it? Do I get it? If not, I have this. So maybe that's what they're thinking. Because as we see, Josh is not doing paintings at all.
He's not doing paintings at all, which is interesting. But also, I think, especially on this spot, I wouldn't full rush painting, skipping every grace, because it's not the most important square.
Sure.
You honestly want the map progression more than the square. So even if you lose it, you'd rather have all the graces than not.
Yep. And good point, Mew. Abductors here is pretty good. How did you get into Altis in your game?
We went Dectus.
You did? Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Wait, you didn't have the D-Hal game?
No.
No, that's right. That was Rambler. The Ronnie game, because Ronnie went. He had D-Halb and he went Abductors. That's right. I was mixing the two games up. So, Halberd, check when you already have D-Hal. What up, board?
Power stancing.
Power stancing. Yep.
And I think Josh got told to pivot.
Okay.
Just now. I don't know why, but they've decided to abandon what they're doing. So
this will be Mixed's second painting, and then I imagine he takes the trap chest. Yeah, he's gonna go first step. Yeah.
And actually, I'm pretty sure Josh is going for Margit now. He's probably going to Banal for parry.
Okay.
I believe he picked up the Leonia shield, so.
Gotcha. Okay, I missed that. Okay. Cool. Yeah, if you're wondering like what's going on again, just to kind of say it every so often so everybody knows, it is base game bingo 1v1, but it's mind control. Josh and Mixed are being controlled by their partners, and they can only do what they're told to do, minus like how they set up their pouches. They don't have to be told like, all right, Jeff, enter Margit. Okay, dodge. R1. No. We're not. We don't do quite that.
That would be funny. But not yet.
Almighty. How the hell would you even ref that? It's
especially funny when I play with Fun and he has like 10-second stream delay because of stream lag. That would be extremely fun.
Yeah. Are they allowed to say square specifically like go get? Yes, absolutely, Vord. It's just the player can't say. So like the player can't be going to like Celia Crystal Tunnel right here, right? Mix cannot say, hey, do you want me to grab this? Or excuse me, is Falling Star Beast on the board? Like he can't say that. But Chima can say, hey, grab this Grace in case we do this Falling Star Beast. For example, and he skips the Grace, by the way. He really wants the painting square.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would have absolutely taken it, even sat down just to get untrapped.
Just to get the untrap, yeah, because he's going to be trapped here. But I don't know if he goes Dectus here. Like, fair enough.
He'll get trapped and he'll have to go talk to Melina.
Right. Yes, you're absolutely. For the round table. Yes, of course.
Yes.
Of course. And there's the three paintings. So first square marked, and Josh and Strump should feel like okay because they're not going for it. Yep. And it does look like we're going to see a Margit here. So chat, if you're with me, we're going to do some counting here soon. As we see a Celia skip.
I studied math for 6 years for this.
And a great Celia skip by Mitt. It's not like a difficult skip, but you ever get like in a loop and you're like, I just can't hit this damn skip?
Yeah, that happens with a bunch of skips where you think you have it down and then it just decides to not work for the most important. Looking at you, Vertigo's Discus skips. Nothing happened in my
here's
game
a
against
Margit.
Trump.
Here we go. 6 parries. There's one. Oh, two. Shit. I think it's definitely a very nice, Josh. I think Celia's skip is. I don't know, Jeff. Like, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. I've had a lot of conversations about Celia's skip. That's 4. That's 5, by the way. I do want to see the 6th one, and that's beautiful job, Josh.
And thankfully, no 7. We avoid that.
Thank you. Celia's skip is not like. I don't know. It's not like required. Because there's a lot of reasons to do it the normal way. If there's like imbued sword keys or Drake talismans or dual bosses or whatever, but it is a pretty good one to know, but I can definitely think of others that you should maybe take priority over.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say I don't even know how to do it the normal way. I don't know which of the fires opens it at this point. I've just done the skip for years now.
Wander, my prom date is here. How are you? Always a pleasure to see you, man. And I agree with you. It's fucking criminal, Wander. It's criminal.
Yes.
And very good. That is Margit Six Parries as Josh teabags Margit.
So teabagging gonna be a theme here. He also teabagged Banal.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna get rid of my camp for just a second. I do have to run behind me into this room behind me, but I'll be able to hear everything. We'll keep it here. I'll yell if I have to. I need like 45 seconds. Josh, the floor, or Jeff, the floor is yours.
Okay. We see Josh opening the gates. I wonder if he'll hold the Stormware progress, because he knows Mixed went for paintings. That does mean he has some time. Maybe he'll take that time to do... Actually, it looks like he'll take that time to do NPCs, which is actually fair. It's a fairly quick square, and he has basically all the progress he needs for it. Just do Thops and then either Bok or Vare, and then you're done. Just a quick square to get on the board. While on the other hand, Mix is taking the Weeping progress and getting prior on those squares with Runebear. That is the second NPC, yes, since he did Banal before. And now he's going EG to upgrade, I suppose. I wonder why he's upgrading now. Like at this point, he could have finished off NPCs, but upgrading never hurts anybody. See here, this Runebear.
All right, Jeff, you are the man. Sorry, I had to. If I started my laundry, like 1 minute earlier, we'd have been good. But I got to get it out of the dryer, otherwise it wrinkles like crazy. Runebear here, huh?
Yeah, I know some people who are, after years of playing, are still not comfortable with this fight. So this is a very clean Runebear, although it is Dragon Halberd. Yeah,
no shit, huh? Muse said second NPC. Who's did somebody have two NPCs? Did Josh kill Gostock?
Yes, Josh killed Gostock and then went to upgrade. I assume he's upgrading. Okay, he is.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit of confusion in the comms there. But yeah, he's upgrading to +3 probably.
Yeah, and Mew might be right here on this column too, as we can see, because you and I and Stream are in the spectator and the admin. We can see down here at the 10 sacred flash charges that they have 6 marked. So did we look at incants, by the way, when I was gone for 60 seconds?
No, we did not yet, but okay. I believe we're doing now.
Here we go. Okay, yep. Here we go on the top left, right above Jeff here. We're going to see if we're looking for like heal, fire.
Lots heal. That'll do. It honestly, is a bit of faith.
It will. A little bit of faith. You get the faith talisman, which is 5.
You could even justify the faith tier, to be honest, because Weeping is still valuable.
Wander, good to see you, man. Your game tonight, I am hoping to cast as long as everything works out well. There's been some activity in the Mind Control text channel, but pretty fun tournament. 2 games already down, Wander. Both games 13-11. The winners so far are Tough Knuckles. And this will be... How many NPCs is this, Jeff?
This is the third.
Who was the second one?
I would assume he's... the second one was Gostock. The first one was Banal.
Bernal, right. I saw that. Yeah.
He didn't teabag Thops. He respects Thops, I suppose.
13-11 both games. Tough Knuckles win. Deutz and... Dino and Ronnie won, and Jeff and Fun won their game, and they were like pretty close games in all. Jeff and Fun started out of the gate really strong, like really good squares. And then actually they didn't, it's not that they did anything wrong. KC like just came through and started to really move Rambler around the map. In both of the games that I watch, I didn't watch Fun and Jeff and I didn't watch Nartok and Deutz. And this will be number 4 here, by the way. Yep. Old Bach dying again. That poor soul. Both games 13-11. Both games close. Both players that I watched, Ronnie and Rambler, played very, very, very well. And we got pretty much of the same here. Like you said, Jeff, Runebear, like he can. Quite frankly, I'd rather fight Regalia and Ralva than Runebear.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And the Margit 6 parries was freaking beautiful.
Yeah, that was clean.
But they do have to be careful on the column too, because unlike Veil Break here in Ignite, a bingo will win. A bingo will win here.
Yes. Bingo means it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo bingos.
What do we got here for mixed? Where is he going? More Sacred Flasks, maybe?
I believe he's finishing out Sacred Flasks. Yeah.
Okay.
He's getting the Thea and Weeping.
Okay.
He's got... I don't remember if he picked the one up at Millicent. He probably did, since he went up there. Then the last one could be Bellum.
Okay, Bellum. Yeah. Yeah. Board says it row 2 funnier with Weeping and Dectus progress. Yeah, I mean, like it's really easy to justify the like virgins because you have Dehal, but Jeff said it perfectly. Like there's not like Academy. Like Academy has a few things, right? It does.
It's mainly abductors. Like
right.
You're going there because it's a fast way to
right. To Altus. Yeah. I guess it does dump you right out for the Exaltation Talisman.
Yes, that it does.
Got
but like
runes here. Go ahead, Jeff.
In most cases, if there's no reason to go Academy, even Dragon Halberd, I would probably still go Dectus here.
Yeah.
Especially with 5 squares in Altus. There is Rykard, obviously, but I think Rykard will be one of the last squares.
Yeah, I'm starting to look at that too. I think Onyx Lord 2 is also going to be like one of the later squares. There's no reason. I mean, unless I'm blind, deaf, and dumb, nobody comment on that. There's no reason to kill Blue Retta, and the Onyx Lord Tunnel. There's really no reason to go in there. So
yeah,
I don't see Onyx Lord being shut down unless we see this, right? This row 2.
Yeah. And on the other hand, if you go Dectus, you're at least set up for Vike Invader. So
true.
There is, I think, reason to go Dectus instead, even with Dragon Halberd.
Yeah.
But it's not a clear-cut choice, I'll say. Because Dragon Halberd melts Abductors.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah, it does. It does for sure. Yep, it does. Mixed here going to the portal to South Ray Lucaria. As we see, this might be a faith tier, as you called out, Jeff, on your left.
Yeah.
With Josh. I think it is.
Most likely, yeah. I think Lord's Heal is like 20 faith, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's 10. That will get them there with the faith talisman.
Yep. Any reason to get...
I would say if I'm Josh and Stump, I would have worked on altars at the very latest as soon as they marked Sacred Flask.
Sure.
Because there's a lot of squares, and like if you're banking on blocking those lines with non-altars, that could go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That can definitely. You're limiting yourself a lot.
I agree. Yep. And we're going round table here, and we're going Academy Key at the bare minimum, probably the Kukris. I don't know if we'll really do any balloon route here. Usually balloon route is like one of like the first things. But we'll see. I didn't also see Great Mace, Rose's Axe. I love me some Great Mace. But he did grab a seal. It looks like we could be seeing a Revenant kill here with heal. If he goes toward it, I'll switch to the big screen, but it looks like what we're doing here, which is good. It blocks column 2, Jeff. It actually activates, for as funny as I like to say it, the row 3. So I think this is a good square.
It is. They gotta be careful though, because Lord's Heal has a lot of time and they probably can only get 1 cast off with that mana.
Okay.
So I've seen this go wrong today. So
yeah, right. Yeah, if Cliff Jumpers get Liurnia boss in, can only row 3 is tough to block, sure, but Vord also did say, and I didn't see that, so thank you, Vord. I didn't see that Mix got the Sleeping Golem Grace down there. So that's cool to know. So here we go. We're going to see some heal. Holy shit, you're right. He's not even going to be able to cast it again. You can't do that. Wait, oh, no!
That is not incant only.
Josh will have him quit out. Yep. Or not Josh. Strump will have him quit out. Yep. So you're right. So this is going to have to be a heal, blue, heal. Or excuse me, a heal. Yeah, a heal, blue, heal. Right?
Yeah. And the only time you really have to get this cast off with Revenant is when he does the Poison Spit. Everything else is, honestly, you have to get lucky with him missing.
Yep, so we'll stay on the big screen here. As we see in the lower right down there, Mixed is heading to Balloon Route, which is fine. I mean, it's 10k if he pops all 5. Some people pop 3, 4, 6, 8k. It ain't nothing to sneeze about. So here we go, another Revenant kill, Jeff. Or Revenant attempt, I guess.
1.
So he's going to have to blue here. And then, yeah, he's going to have to kind of...
That is risky. Yeah.
Well, okay. I agree with you. I agree with you. That was risky.
It worked out though. Well played.
Yep. Well played. I wonder if the repost was just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like just automatic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Subconscious or whatever.
It was right there. Why not take it?
Good block, and they're actually both right next to each other. Looks like we might see like a...
What is...
This is a Somber 4? Pickup.
Yeah, I've never seen that way to the Somber 4.
Yep, yeah, that's a good way. Yeah, we take that way a decent bit. But that was, I mean, that was a good... That was definitely a good mark. So... The Rem, I mean, like... Godric's Great Rune, it might be worth... I'm starting to look at this board more as I'm stumbling over my own words. And hi, Tibbers. I think Jeff is right. Like, we need to slowly progress into Altis. And I think the way that Mix is doing it right now is pretty good. Excuse me. I even do it in DLC. I'll kind of show my hand. I like progress a little bit. And then I work on a square. And then I progress a little bit. And then, you know what I mean? And I think that's what Mixed is doing right now. Like, maybe even grabbing a Dectus half here. He might be grabbing a Stone Sword key in case he gets Exaltation Talisman. Which he's going to need 2 for. And he can just get the other one at Stormhill Shack if he hasn't already. Maybe get a Dectus half. And then maybe he goes and does, like, Sleeping Golem. And then he goes the other Dectus half. You know, I like that kind of play. As we see a Celia... I think we're going to see an FSB here, Jeff. I could be wrong, but I think that's what we're going to see.
Potentially. Does block the diagonal, although I don't think that diagonal is too much to worry about, to be honest.
I would agree. Yeah, no, I would agree. There's nothing down there at Dragonkin, really, unless I'm missing something. Chewy, welcome home from work. Thanks again if you didn't hear me for your 3-month tier 2, you...
But I think this game is pretty even right now because George and Strump have prior on Stormveil with Godric's Great Rune and Seals and all that jazz. While on the other hand, Mixed and Chima have Weeping and a little bit more Caleb progress.
Okay.
And otherwise, it's pretty even. Same square count. Both have a line threat.
And so Josh goes down here trying to do the skip, and what we're going to see is we're going to see a pretty lengthy loading screen here again because he did the trap chest. So, yeah, oof,
maybe the miner was the strongest player.
The strongest soldier, huh? Yeah, no kidding. Source Seal here for Mixed. Get mined, he says.
Going for it again. I like the
He
confidence.
is going for it again. I see my ads are starting in 1 minute. Did I put the ad thing on this overlay? I did not, and it's not really a big deal that I didn't. Watch your mouth, Chewie, when you're talking to me. A bit far-fetched, but the Liurnia painting could have set up Dragon. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure if you were here for that, Vord, but Jeff and I were talking about that earlier, about the painting, how that artist chat could like pseudo set up the Noxtella one down there in front of the GGG. So we're gonna see an FSB, not crazy difficult, but I do like FSB. So we'll go to the big screen here with Josh as Mixed is going towards Sleeping Golem.
Yeah, Sleeping Golem is a good square. Activates another line threat.
Yep.
Blocks the other line. They have prior on it, but it's still a value square, so I don't mind them going for it.
I agree. I don't think the timing will work out, but can you imagine if he gets to this Grace up here at Sleeping Golem right as FSB is marked? He might even hold it a little longer.
Yeah, I will get a little bit more Altus progress if that happens.
Yep. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I don't think the timing is going to reach. He's going to teleport here. He'll get a riposte, and I think he'll go into it. And if he's there in it, there's no reason to quit out, kind of thing. It'll be close though, with the stream delay that I see.
Actually, that might actually be exactly what's happening.
Yeah, here comes the mark.
Yeah.
We might see a pivot here. We do. I think because he's sitting to get untrapped. Okay, nope.
Okay,
nope.
No, he's just sitting to get untrapped.
Okay, let's go to the big screen here for Sleeping Golem, which I don't hate. Like not pivoting here isn't like, oh my god, how dare you?
No.
I just thought maybe I'd see it.
And it's still always a risk. Like holding it is always a risk. And if you feel like this is an important square, which it kind of is, fair enough to just get it out
Also,
of the way.
Mixed actually like dodging this golem. What the fuck?
That was impressive to me.
Jesus.
I just space that and wait for him to finish his tantrum.
He goes down again. Very nice. Okay.
Wow.
Impossible, says Vord. No shit.
Wow, this is an impressive fight. I hate this fight.
I agree. I've rushed this before, and it's shit. Like with a +0, like sometimes it can be really bad. Well done.
Yeah, sometimes he just goes 90 degrees on the side,
Yes.
just decides to go rock climbing. It's
rock climbing. Yeah.
Interesting.
I did see Josh get the somber 5 there in K-Lid up by the little snake boys there and the exploding rocks. As Mixed appears to be going in the direction of like the Exike's Grace,
Yes.
Radon. So
I assume that has to be for Exike since he still doesn't have full deck to set up.
yeah, actually nobody's in Altus, right? Like, did I miss anything? I don't think
Nobody's in Altus, no.
Okay.
Mixed and Chima have one deck to solve, the one at Fort Farth, and that's about the progress
Okay.
that either player has.
Good. While I have a minute, chat, after this game, I am going to end. I'm not going to like continue this crazy long stream until 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. I have no idea what that is overseas. I think that'll be 2 a.m., I think. But I will come back at 7 o'clock Central, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific for the U.S. times with Yibby, I believe, to cast the Wanderer and Ellie, who are anime fighters, against Thomas and Shura, which is Mog right now. So that'll happen in about 3 hours from now. But I do want to take a break, like get some dinner, say hi to my wife. And we see an Exike's here. Okay, we see an Exike's here.
We see an Exike's race.
Ooh,
yeah, we
I'll
see a
keep
race.
it here. I'll keep it right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure the delay, but there's no reason for me to refresh. This is a race. Son of a bitch.
This will come down to Exike's RNG.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
They both have a +4 Dragon Halberd as well, so the damage should be exactly the same, basically.
Bro doesn't include Mountain Standard Time. Or Arizona time, right? because they don't do daylight savings and yeah, but mixed is way ahead.
Mix is very good at this fight, yeah.
Yeah, and they're both very good players. Like I almost said, well, Mix is very good at the game. No, they're both very fucking good at the game. Like so,
yeah.
But I still think you're right. It will come down to Exikes, right? Like,
yeah. I'm curious though. Josh could just tank the phase transition thingy. You can actually just tank that. 6 flasks are enough. Although he decides not to. Fair enough. Health isn't that much of a luxury for him.
Mm-hmm.
But that could have helped him catch up. And actually, they're basically even.
Yeah. The next one we do, ladies and germs, all round 1 games are going to be done today, and then the teams will do their scheduling for the rest of the weekend tomorrow and Sunday. The tournament will end this weekend. For the next one we do, and this will do it right here. For the next tournament we do, it will be DLC. And there is a tough snipe, and we will see how cliff jumpers respond.
They have to get Altus. Or they go for Onyx Lord behind Loretta. That would be the one way.
Like, no way,
that
right?
Would be quicker. It's not the worst because there is 6 Liurnia bosses. So, like, and I think that's what they're doing actually because they don't have Dectus set up.
Valid. That is 2 Liurnia bosses, right? Blue Retta, Onyx Lord. They've already got one with the. You know what? Okay.
And it's actually the column as well. That could actually go into a reverse threat if they block that.
Okay.
Too.
Yeah. You know what? Okay. Yeah. I take back what I said. Yep. Yep. And we're gonna see a Fort Height Grace, and I'm assuming Dectus from Mixed and Chima is my guess. No reason to check the merchant. Like, you got D-Hal, just go.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I do like this. At first I didn't. I just, you know how it is. Like, chat knows how it is. You know how it is, Jeff. Like, the run through Carrier Manor, it's just like slow, and you know what I mean? And you really want value out of it. But yeah, I guess there is more value than I think.
Yeah, and it'll actually be tricky. Like, how do you block this if you're mixing Chima?
Sure.
Because Seals and Black Knives are both very snipeable for the other team.
Yeah. And there's nothing to do with Black Knives, right? There's no Death Root, there's no Catacombs, there's no Sem Shades. So
yeah. And it also depends on if they read that it wasn't the Altus Onyx Lord.
True.
If they read that, then they could say, okay, we'll do Seals. We actually are in a better position to do Seals with Altus. But that depends on if they read that.
Yeah. And yeah, that's true, Mew. Liurnia, yeah, if you get the frenzied grace there, quote unquote, it's like by the Avatar, by Viking Vader, and by the Catacomb-ish. Yeah, you got a little bit to do there. All this means blue gets either of those squares for free. Okay, you talking about Black Knife and Seals? I mean, what can you do with Seals, right? You got the one by Tree Scent Duo. You have the one in Stormvale. You have Round Table. And then the fourth one is like, I mean, could be the Academy here, if you will. Well, it's not in Academy, but it's in Manor.
Could be Deathroot with the Black Knife. That works.
Stranded Graveyard, of course. Stranded Graveyard. How could I forget Stranded Graveyard? Of course, the Hero's Grave. Yeah, how could I forget that? Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
But even there, Strump and Josh do have a little bit of prior on it because they do have Stormvale. So it could be interesting.
Yep. So he's going through Academy as opposed to going up toward Bellum Church, which I don't hate. He gets the Grace inside of Academy. That way, if he wanted to go Rykard, he could just go back to the main Academy gate. We're going to see a blue Retta here as Mixed heads towards Altus.
Should be a clean fight.
It should.
Ryan Halbert and in water. But
right.
It is Loretta.
Yeah, sure. You're right. 3 jump R2s there for a nice stagger. Here comes a phase transition, a little bit of free attacks here. Very nice. Careful there. As Mix just runs his way up towards Dectus. And there's Blue Retta down. Very nice. So that's a second Liurnia boss. And I mean, there's no reason. He's going to go right to... No reason to grab that Grace because I don't think anything is Pydia. We're just going to stay on the big screen here, guys. As we know, he's going Onyx Lord for his third Liurnia boss. A block on row 2, the activation of column 1, and Chima and Mix will get into Altus. Wonder what they're going to do in Altus when they get in there, if anything, right away, Jeff, the Mix team.
Well, I think they'll just progress towards both Treasonal Duo and Onyx Lord, since even if they get sniped on one of those, it's still progress they need for Sacred Flask as well. I think they'll just, probably depending on what the other team marks, which will be Onyx Lord, decide on what to do.
Sure. Here comes an Onyx Lord. Mixed is in Altus. He is in Altus. He's going to grab Altus Plateau here, I would imagine. We'll see an Onyx Lord boss here as Lanciax's theme comes on the old radio. For anybody who might be wondering too, this is the ranked. We created like a ranked square set. It's pretty much just the base game that everyone's used to with a few additional squares, like Jeff was saying earlier, Dung Eater as Onyx Lord popping off, picking up crumbs. Okay, well done. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous there. Well done. 3 Liurnia bosses and the block. Well done.
Yep. Again, I think a lot of it depends on now if Chima reads that it was not Altus.
Yeah, sure.
Because if they read that, I would just, at this point, do a little bit of non-Altus.
Okay, yeah. Yep. Aside from Bike Invader, I don't see much of a reason to go Dectus. Yeah, well, you talking about for Red, for Strump and Josh Wander? Because obviously that ship has sailed for Mixed and the blue team, as the Red Wolf is chasing him. Yeah, for Red. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Tree Scent Duo,
probably, yeah.
Tree Scent Duo on the board. He's probably just going to grab the Grace and start thinking about what he wants to do. They're probably having a conversation in there. Remember, I haven't said it in a bit. Yeah, this is a good way to deck this. You can jump over this way. Right here.
That is parkour.
Yeah. But I think he still needs halves, right, Jeff?
He still needs halves, yeah. Might also just do this. Might go Dectus, and there's also Frenzied Flame Village, obviously.
Right. Getting this Grace here, yeah, he can go toward Vike and the BKA, as Mew is saying, yeah. So for anybody just coming through, or just a little bit of recap, so I make sure I keep saying it every once in a while. This is mind control bingo. The players can talk. There is no rule against not talking. But the person who's playing is not allowed to ask what is on the board. But the mind control person can. The player cannot pick up any items on the ground, cannot get graces, cannot upgrade a weapon, cannot check a shop, literally cannot do anything unless the mind control player says it. I created a 4.5 minute YouTube video explaining it. An example would be like right here, Altus Plateau, or excuse me, Josh going in here up toward the Frenzy Flame. Let's say Strump told him to go kill the Black Knife Assassin. Just I don't know what they're doing, but let's just say it's Black Knife Assassin. If he wants the Grace, either the mind control has to tell him to do it. He's allowed to say, "Do you want me to get the Grace?" Like, that's allowed. But he's not allowed to say, "Hey, we should get this Grace. Is avatars on the board?" Like, you can't say that because it's meant for the mind to be the mind. But they can discuss things. Like, there's no rule against, like, hey Jeff, what do you think I should go here or here? And that's the reason why I didn't want him on the board, because the player can't see the board to give a decent input. He just kind of has to get a feel. Like, he has no idea what his other player's doing. Only the mind does.
exactly.
Are we seeing an exaltation
And-
from mixed here?
I think so, which to me suggests they are not reading that it was an Altus.
Okay.
But it wouldn't be the first square I would go for here.
Sure. And this is a black
doesn't-
knife here, and he can mog. He doesn't need to complete
Yeah.
the catacomb. The hand is moderately sentient. Yeah, I need to come up with a good name like hand in the head, hand in the brain, pinky in the brain even, because pinky's on, like, I need to come up with something other than mind control, but I've kind of blanked on it. We're also getting, golden seed here on the way to exaltation, which is decent shout, I guess. Yeah, so we're going to see exaltation and a black knife assassin here.
I have died 2 hours ago to this Kindred of Rot fight twice.
I know you had me laugh. Did I fucking ask for your help? That was so funny. Probably see a quit out here.
Helped. I'll admit.
Yep. Oh, by the way, that would be another thing that you don't have to ask permission. You don't have to be getting beat up by ads or whatever, and like your mind doesn't have to say quit out. That falls into like just fucking quit out. It's not meant to be this super big. It's just supposed to be fun. One person playing the game can't see the board. One person looking at the board. Like that's all it is. And this Black Knife Assassin, I mean, it's. What am I even on about, Jeff? It's fucking D-Held, man.
Yeah, and
it's D-Held.
He's actually getting the lever, I assume, for the death root, since that is a seal.
Okay. Okay, we'll go back to the main here.
And
just
honestly,
moments before.
That column is looking scary, especially because Mixed and Chima are not doing anything about it right now.
Yeah, we'll go to mixed. I know that there's a Black Knight, or I mean a Semshade, but we're going to see the duo here for a square.
Right now.
Yeah, I didn't think of the death root thing. I mean, they're not going for it like right this second, but I didn't think of that. Pop the lever, Mew, right? Pop the lever. Me too, Wander. Pop the lever. Open the Semshade, you have the Grace, go get the other Black Knife, and then go get a seal. Well, I mean, you don't get a seal per se, but you get the Death Root. Very interesting. And very nice. Well done, Jeff. I hope you took notes.
I did. Jump attacks and you win. That is what I learned. But yeah, second Black Knife now coming up for Josh and Strump, and they are good on seals. They can easily get that in about the same time. Since they have Stormveil.
We doing Tree Scent Duo here? We are.
Hi.
This is interesting. They're chatting. They're talking. Oh no, he's letting the shield go. I usually don't see it in this order. Okay, I usually don't see it in this order. Usually I see shield first. We're not going to go big screen for the Semshade. We'll let the Semshade die, and then we'll go big screen for the Tree Scent Duo. Unlike the DLC. You got to kill both. If you die, the other one respawns. The DLC is not that way. You kill one, and then you can leave and come back and kill another. But you only get the money in DLC when you kill them both.
Yeah, Proven Again DLC is for babies, I suppose.
That's right. Yeah, I don't... If they're pushing this line, Wander, I don't know... I think that's why I like mind control. Or I mean, it's literally 1v1, but I like the mind control because if it was a 2v2, or if I allowed the player to see the board, then they could just be like, hey man, we need to go get seals now.
Yes. I honestly think it's reached a point where it will be tough for Chima and Mix to do anything about it. The second Black Knife is already set up. There's 5 Leonia bosses down. They're getting the second seal.
Yeah, he set up the Black Knife Assassin, Wander. He hasn't killed it yet. And then that was his 5th. So he's got He's got the Revenant, Blue Retta, Onyx Lord, Black Knife Assassin, Semshade. Don't know who he's going to kill for the last one. I don't know if it's Red Wolf or whatever, but this is one seal. This is 2 seals for Josh because he grabbed the one in Round Table.
Can get the one in Stormveil very easily, and then it's probably... and
there's Teresa. I mean, well done, but we got a problem on our hands, Jeff. At 47 minutes into the game.
Oh, it was... Oh, yeah. Was it? I completely missed them.
I didn't see... the Black Knife in Limgrave go down. Do we might need a check on that? I didn't see it go down. I don't think so. He's got the grace for it. Well, no, because you guys are usually on top of it. I don't think he did.
I didn't see it either, but I might have missed it. But yeah, that I assume they're finishing out.
Yeah, he's getting seal right now. He's gonna finish seals. I think it's GG if they push this right.
Yeah, I don't see how you block it if you're mixing Chima at this point, and they're still not seeing it. This will be the third.
I probably shouldn't try to work and watch stream at the same time. You steal that company money. Or company time, I mean.
Which, funnily enough, something similar happened in the game that I played against them previously, where there was a line that was extremely one square after another.
Yeah.
And apparently they didn't see it until I marked 3 squares on that line. And they barely got the block in time. So I think there's a little bit of... don't want to say like line blindness, but just sometimes not looking at the lines when there's only like 2 squares on it. It can be tough. Yeah. Like in the beginning, I also struggled with that. But you really have to, basically as soon as your opponent marks a square on a line, you kind of have to look at it. Is it a problem? Because it can go very quickly after that.
Yes. Alex, man, thank you. Gracias. Alex hangs around in bingo matches, chat all the time. He's the one that just asked for like base game playing and whatnot. So gracias, mi amigo, gracias. Wander might be right. You and Wander might be right, Jeff. Yes. About the Altus Onyx Lord.
Yeah,
and that
I really think they.
I think you're right. Yeah.
They're going for the Black Knife Assassin in Altus. If Wanda is right and they killed Limgrave, they might actually get the block here. There is a chance.
So Josh has. There's 10 Sacred Flash Charges. So Josh has Round Table Hold, Stormveil, and Garank for seals. He's going for the 4th. He's got 1 Black Knife Assassin, and he only needs 1 Liurnia boss. And the Liurnia boss he could do is, I mean, probably the Erdtree Avatar.
Yeah, probably
the quickest to get to.
Assuming I don't remember if they grabbed the Frenzy Town Grace, but I think they did.
I don't know if this is 2, and like I trust the players. Like as casters, we miss shit. Wander might be right. I might have missed the Black Knife, but I don't think so.
And if they actually get this block, the game completely flips because at that point
flips because Josh and Strump have the Liurnia, or excuse me, the Limgrave. Grace for Black Knife Assassin.
Yes.
Okay. And a death here would be detrimental. I really should have put this on the big screen, but I'm too locked in now, and the fight's almost over. So.
But if this isn't fair enough, if this is their first, then I think
We almost got a Bloodborne remake. No fucking way. Okay, there's one. Like, no way.
No, they don't.
No way.
And this is what Josh and Trump are finishing out first, so... Unless we have a Black Knife incident.
Injured one? No shot. Ah.
I'm trying to find a way. I'm really trying.
I know. That's funny. I'm trying to find a way, Jay. I'm trying. Yeah, I just don't see.
It's over before it's over.
Easy Mog here. I'm also trying to think like, did Strump like read this? Like, or did it fall into his lap? Because they haven't, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, they haven't done anything else on the board progressed except for Vike Invader, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's the only like real square that they have like set up, a pseudo Godric's Great Rune.
Yeah. No, that's why I was saying if Mix and Chima actually got the block on that line, the game would completely flip in the other direction.
Completely,
because they had nothing else.
Right.
But sadly, they didn't get the block so far, and they would have to do 6 Leonia bosses in the time that Josh would have to do 1. And I think he's doing the Night's Cav south.
Bowls, maybe? Oh, no, Night's Cav. I'm sorry, wrong Grace. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, Night's Cav, yeah. We do see a 5-time champion up there, but I apologize. I'm not going to do the 5-time champ because we're going to go to Josh here. And we are going to see what looks to be the end of the game, unless a Night's Cav incident. Because how many Liurnia bosses does Mixed have? 0?
I believe 0, yes. Is he gonna parry the Night's Cav?
Can you imagine? Content?
He has the parry shield, huh?
I know!
He's trying for it. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Elden Ring's so fucking beautiful, Wander. You know what? I'll say it for the content. The 5-time bowls. Carry a knight. There you go, Who's. I'm gonna try to bring these. I'm gonna try to bring these guys in for a post game if it does end here. That will do it. 55 minutes. I stopped it right on the nose. We have a victory. We have a victory. I'm
very well played by Josh and Strump, but just not seeing one thing basically.
Yeah, I'm curious.
One thing.
I'm curious. I definitely want to bring him in because I'm extremely curious to hear like Strump if he kind of like had a sense of what they were doing. Because like you said, Jeff, if they lose BKA, the whole game changes.
Yes.
They won this game no Altis, by the way. Like literally no Altis. So I'm gonna write in the bingo app here, post game chat, my friends, question mark. We'll bring Jeff back here. We'll bring him back when I tab out there and whatnot. He goes away. Thank you all for hanging out. We're gonna try to get a post game chat in here, and then I am going to end the stream, and then I'll be back for the next game. But GG's to the players. Jeff, thanks again for casting me. I might just pull him in, and we'll see. I might just pull him in since nobody's responding, and I'm gonna pull him in. I have yanked everybody. GG's.
GG's.
GG's. before some post game chat and whatnot, and you guys, whatever you guys want to talk about, I did just have, I really only have one question, and I'd like to hear it from Strump. First off, Strump and Josh, well played, GG's. Did you just full send it YOLO on column 1, Strump, or did you get a feel of where your opponents were? Because if you lose, like, let's say BKAs, for example, the whole game changes because you guys don't have Altis. I'm curious to hear how you did that.
Yeah, I mean, we just didn't really have Altis progress, and I needed a block on the road too, and I noticed that Onyx Sword behind Loretta synergized well with the Liurnia bosses, then I could go for the Black Knife Catacomb, and I wanted to go that way anyways for the Vike block.
Okay.
But then at that point, I saw him mark Exaltation. I knew it was just you get the line or you lose, because yeah, he's so much map progress over us.
Okay.
So, and yeah, the line had good synergy, and we were pretty well set up for it. So,
okay, fair enough.
We had a decent shot, and it was
the
best shot.
Mixed and Chima, did you guys think Onyx Lord was Altis by any chance?
Chima, il a demandé si le Onyx Lord, il pensait que c'était, tu pensais que c'était Altus ou Liurnia?
I want to kill on Altus.
Bah, tu pensais que lui, il a fait celui de Liurnia ou Altus?
Liurnia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I thought maybe it was Altis was the reason for it, but okay. The Exikes was a wild snipe, by the way. Like seconds.
Okay.
Like seconds.
Second.
Yeah. 4 seconds.
You started the fight at pretty much the exact same time with the same weapon, with the same upgrade level.
Yeah. Yeah.
My Exikes was pretty clean.
Wonderful.
Like the dragon didn't fly off on the cliff or
Mhm.
stuff. So
Beautiful
I was
fight.
lucky.
Yeah.
We had like one bad move, but yeah, our fight was pretty good as well.
Yeah. Yeah, when you guys were going into the fight, Jeff said, this might actually come down to Exikes more than the player. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
This is true.
Josh, well done. Your Margit parries was very satisfying to watch, like very clean, like routine. Like it was really nice to watch.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I think you guys both played nearly equally as far as what you wanted to do. It just so happened that the line kind of ran away a little bit. Really is all that happened. I don't really find it to be a misplay or incidents or anything. Just the line just ran away.
Yeah, we were not that far away from the Black Knife square. It was maybe like in a minute we would have got it.
Yes.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yep.
We were in the Limgrave Catacomb.
Yeah.
I was wondering how I should do the line. I was more worried about seals since you could get the Altis seal, but
Okay.
Yeah, we were shocked that seals didn't go when the Onyx Lord went, but Jeff and I can obviously, and chat can obviously see everything, so it's easy for us to say, so. Yeah. No, that was good. That was good. Do you guys have any other questions? Or Jeff, do you have any questions?
I do have one question for Strom and Josh. I must have missed an Elden Ring update. When did Dragon Halberd become an incant? I just missed
Oh
that,
my
I guess.
god, yeah.
yeah, that was my bad. I didn't say it was incants only. There's a lot of things you have to say that you don't realize when the other person
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
you took the repost and we were like, Jeff and I were like, oh no, what is he going to do?
yeah.
I also low-key just forgot that was a square, and there's like no reason I would have gone for that. I just kind of wanted to, why not?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it was funny though, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well, you guys have anything else for either of the players, either of the teams or anything?
I'm good.
Okay.
T'as des questions, Chima?
No, it's okay.
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 Yeah, that was a good game. Like super fun. I like I said, it wasn't like an incident driven or like, Mix lost, I don't know, Liurnia bosses because he couldn't kill like, an Erdtree avatar. Like, it had nothing to do with that. It's just the line kind of ran away. But Mixed and Chima were putting out pretty good threats in the beginning. good squares to go for, good setup squares. Grab the Grace for Sleeping Golem. I think Paintings was the best square on the board initially. But Strump, good brain, my boy. Good brain, man. Well done.
Thanks.
I think Chima played the board a lot better. It's just the line.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, bingo lines fuck everything up in this game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you'd play a good game, and it's just bingo lines can sneak up.
All right. Well, I'm going to end the YouTube portion, so we at least have a just a VOD essentially of this game. If anybody want to go back and watch. So for anybody who watches on YouTube, we will see you later. For now,